Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. And yes, the doctor is back in. We are back here in Project Hospital. And we are coming up on day number 100 of this particular one. To be honest, we have not come any closer to having a bank balance above zero or opening the general surgery department. I've been trying to just get in here and grind and get things knocked out, but it's a struggle bus, especially when I don't play it too often, to be honest with you, but I've been trying. So, we're coming up, if I'm not already in, I should be in very soon. As we go through the floors, you can kind of see just how everything is set up. We have all the walls up and everything. Have not done anything over here. This is probably where we're going to do the general surgery department. If we don't, add another floor, which that's always a possibility. You can kind of see how things are looking there. And our main floor, let's get those walls knocked down. And get zoomed in here. I am not in yet. Let's spin this around. Get a different view than what we normally have. Because usually, the last couple of episodes, if I'm not mistaken, we've been looking at it like this. We're going to turn things on its head and go this route. 8 o'clock. I should be in if I'm not already. Did I call off again? Concern it. I never remember when I call off. It's not going to be good if the doctor isn't in for the night. Hope everyone is having a fantastic week. I know mine is going rather well. Why don't I see myself anywhere? Oh, there I am. I'm apparently running just a little late today. But I am a night owl, so it makes things a little easier. I need to build a classroom. That's one thing I have yet to do. I need to build a classroom so that way we can start getting some of these other specializations and such improved at a little bit quicker rate. So, this doctor's going to be leaving as soon as they're done here. I haven't really made any changes. I did hire another x-ray technician during the day because I've been setting a lot of people up there, and I've had a couple of threats of people wanting to leave because they haven't been seen. Alright, we have Mr. Thomas Johnson coming in. Nothing popping up just yet. We're going to do a quick interview, probably do a physical. Ooh, red eyes. Okay. Let him tell us what's going on. Itchy eyes, red eyes, fatigue. It is that time of year. Hay fever. Tell you what, I'm pretty sure my allergies are hating me right now. Simply because of I was outside dealing with leaves, all the fall leaves and whatnot. Getting them all mulched up with a mower and all that fun stuff. Yay! Hopefully it's the last one. Most of the leaves are off the trees. Let's do a skin allergy test here. Chest oscillation as well. And we'll probably have to do a nasal cavity inspection more than likely. The skin allergy test should pop up with the allergy. Let's see here. Well, allergy discovered. Yeah, big surprise there. Yeah, we're gonna start to get prescribed this stuff. Oh, so we didn't have to do the, what was it, nose inspection or whatever. We're going to get this prescriptions to deal with his symptoms and send him on his way and hope he gets to feeling better. I know I don't actually get hay fever, but I do suffer from seasonal allergies. So it's never fun. Some years it hits me like a freight train, other years not so much. So hopefully this year I'm banking on not dealing with that. So once we get the antihistamines prescribed to him, we're going to send him on his way and get him on out of here. Part of me kind of wants to take this place up and put in a pharmacy. It's at one of these points. Because it's not like, these. It's just really odd that I see windows in the toilet part of the bathroom. Yeah. I mean, these don't have any windows. Obviously, my office has windows, as well as this, the reception area. But, we can get rid of those. I like having the nice, clean, fresh sunlight coming in. I was trying to say fresh air, but normally when you're in a doctor's office, you rarely see the oh, you are x-rayed. Okay, let's get you fixed up here. Deal with your bone fracture. That just sounds painful. Never, knock on wood, I've yet to break any bones in my body. I have trimmed one. Yeah. I'll put it this way, my index finger on my right hand, he's just a little shorter. It's short, it's just short enough that I still have a nail bed. I'll put it that way. Just doing something stupid when I was a kid, helping out and not thinking. So, imagine that. That was a lovely time in the emergency room. The only time I actually felt pain, though, was when they were pulling on the stitches to cut them. Yeah. I don't know. Anyway, it is November, and I believe in my last video I was talking about, or I had asked you guys if you got to the point towards the end, I think it was towards the end, of when do you guys start to celebrate Christmas? When do you start decorating? Is it like now? Like after Halloween? Is that the time you guys start to decorate? Or do you guys tend to wait till Thanksgiving or the week of anyway? Or possibly right after? I know growing up, my family usually waited until after we ate the Thanksgiving bird and watched a couple whatever football games were going on for that Thursday. And then we'd go outside and start hanging Christmas decorations, Christmas lights. While my mom started getting, at least getting the tree out. If it was crappy weather, we probably held off on the Christmas decorations outside. But we'd at least get the tree up. And I'm just talking just the tree, not any ornaments, nothing like that. Because usually my mom had a very particular way of getting the ornaments on, and we had a lot of ornaments. So much so that I think now that my sister and I had moved out many years ago, that she had enough decorations of like several different, we need to send her off to orthopedic. Sorry, I'm getting sidetracked here. So she can get the EMS, which is the electrical muscle stimulation, to help with the stiffness. There we go. So that's going to be doing that. So yeah. But yeah, my mom has had and collected enough ornaments that she can basically make a full size, like 7-8 foot Christmas tree, nothing of Santas, you know, just pure Santas on there, or pure snowmen, or angels, or whatever. And now that she's getting older, she's kind of cutting back, and I'm starting to collect those because a lot of those I have memories of, you know, being able to put it up or seeing it on the tree, you know, whatever. So I'm torn between getting my tree up sometime between now and Thanksgiving, just so I can enjoy it. I love having an entire room be lit by nothing but the tree. So we are quickly closing in here on day number 100. And that's kind of why I wanted to pop in here, because 100 I think is rather surprising. I mean, I feel like we haven't done squat with what they want us to do. But we've been in here just kind of pumping away, getting things done. Financial wise, we still have a $140,000 loan. I really haven't been able to make a dent in that. So I'm trying. I am really trying here. I haven't even built anything. I hired one person, like I said earlier. I hired another technician to run the second X-ray during the day only. So that's the only change I've made. And I just don't have the funds to actually pay off any loan. We're currently at $76,000 right now, $76,800. And I just don't have the money to get this paid off just yet. I mean, we're cranking. We're trying to do what we can. We've been down almost to minimal staff, as minimal as we can get, while still being operational. We're running 24 hours a day, or at least the clinic is. We have the personnel throughout the hospital for said clinic, as well as any other issues, ER, all that stuff. So, I mean, we're trying here. I'm going to give him a minute to get it back into his office, see if we have a patient hiding somewhere that's coming. Oh. Alright, we'll hospitalize you. I thought we did that. My bad. Writing reports. Alright, time to hit the time-lapse button. And, it'll stop when we have someone come in. That's not a janitor. Ooh, Robert Green. What's going on with you, sir? Complaining of pain, possible collarbone injury, and obviously tenderness in that area. Well, let's go ahead and get the emergency care taken care of. Give him some of these basically pain relievers. I just have trouble saying that word. You can go back to other videos and listen to me try to pronounce it. But we're going to try to get this gentleman taken care of before we figure out what else is going on. Obviously, it looks like we're going to have to go with a CT scan. Just so we can figure out what's going on with the collarbone. But we're also going to do a physical exam on him. That is a given at this point. Physical exams I prefer to do in this game because it can show you quite a few things depending on the situation. Sometimes you get nothing out of it. It is what it is. Man, if I had a collarbone injury, I probably wouldn't be swinging my arms like he was doing when he was walking. I'd be going, ow, ow, can't move my arms, ow. I mean, I'm fine with most pain. But, yeah, see how he's swinging his arms? I probably wouldn't be able to do that if I had a collarbone injury, at least in my opinion. For what little I know about how the body is set up and whatnot. And where connection points are. What did we find out? Redness, swelling, nausea. Ooh, nausea. Sagging shoulder. Well, he's going to go off to get a CT scan. Sagging shoulder is most likely due to the injury to the collarbone. A drooping shoulder. Love that. As if sagging shoulder wasn't enough. But at the same time, I do love it. Yeah, it's nice that they do set it up that way with the descriptions of what everything is. So we can either have a shaft fracture, which apparently includes a dislocation of part of the fractured bone, or just a simple fracture, which doesn't involve any damaged tissue or going through the skin. Hopefully for his sake and recovery, it's just a simple fracture, not the shaft fracture. Because the shaft fracture, in my opinion, just from reading that, is where you'd have the bone poking through the skin. Whatever body part it is just completely out of whack. In this case, he has a sagging shoulder, so it is possible for that. And, not much you can do about it in that case. Sounds like the ambulance just left. Alright, ooh, simple fracture. Lucky him. So we're going to get him set up with basically immobilizing his arm that side is on. The side that the fracture is on, so he can heal properly. And give him better okay, drugs that strengthen or stimulate the stomach. Okay. At the same time, okay. That is for the nausea. Okay. Ice wrap is going to be for the swelling. And to an extent, when the swelling goes down, the redness should go down. So. Alright. We'll be able to get this gentleman hopefully on the road to recovery. And it sounds like the simple fracture should be a lot easier for him to recover from than anything else. I think if I end up doing this game in December, I think if I can find any decorations like a simple Christmas tree, I think I might put that up. I think this has that option as far as if you're building your hospital and whatnot. I think there are some holiday decorations, so we'll see what we can find. Just kind of decorate maybe the ambulance is back. The reception area, or maybe out here by the main entrance, maybe put some small decorations. And you're good to go home, my friend. Just be careful with that arm. Ooh, we got a bleeder. Leg injury with exposed bone. That'll do it. There's the ambulance. So we only have one. Thankfully we do, because it means we do have a fully functioning ER. And it's strange that they leave the lights on when they're going to park it instead of just turning them off right then. There we go. And our poor lone janitor. Well, I guess there's another one there. He's going to get that all cleaned up for the next round. Sorry about that. I keep hitting my mic with the microphone on my headphone. The reason I have a microphone on my headphone or on my headset, is because that lets me hear myself when I'm talking. Otherwise, I can't really hear myself without going through extra steps, and yeah. And if I did that, I would probably hear a little bit of a delay, and I don't like that. I like being able to hear myself, because then I can be a little bit clearer if I feel like I didn't really say a word right. Which happens especially if I'm doing a recording while very tired. Or just waking up. I'm not sure which. Anyway, this was a pretty uneventful night. We've taken care of 2 people, well 3 with the Miss Adams that came in via ambulance. And even then, we're not taking care of her. We're letting the ER doctors do that. So let's... Of course, we have someone else show up. Ooh, painful lymph nodes. Yikes. Been there, done that. Let's go ahead and do the physical exam for you. While getting our treatments ready. See, the other thing about doing the physical exam is I can start getting treatments ready for him. Because usually treatments are done as soon as possible. And if anything else pops up, we can add that on before we continue the examination. Part of me kind of... Ooh, tonsillitis. Yeah, definitely been there and done that. That's why I don't have tonsils anymore. It was bad. Let's see here. We're going to do this thing here, kind of look down the throat, see if there's anything else going on. Obviously, because they didn't tell us that they had a fever, we're going to go ahead and check for that. We'll hold off on that for right now, because I'm sure one of these should provide a symptom or two. Actually, ear exam. Because a lot of times for me, when I had my tonsils, anytime I had tonsillitis, I usually had an ear infection at one point or another. So, I never had it bad enough to where I had to have tubes put in. So, thankfully for that. But of course, you know, the first one we had right off the bat was the, what was it, hay fever or something like that? Seasonal allergies, in my opinion. Not to knock people who have severe hay fever issues. Ooh. They do have a fever, so we're going to prescribe that. Call it on that. That leaves us with 3 more symptoms. Let's see here. Getting our hands clean, look like going... Oh, that's right, we got to give him the treatment. A part of me kind of wishes that they would set it up to where if you select all these treatments, at the end you see him writing out the prescription and everything like that. Kind of what he's doing right now. I mean, yes, I could wait till the end to select it, but at the same time, I kind of wish they did it that way. 13 idle rooms. Holy shnikes. And yes, I did just pull a Chris Farley there, for those of you who remember him. I liked his movies. Ooh, who's over here bleeding? Someone bled in the hallway. Where are they? There's only one little drop. Where are they? No, it wasn't her. At least it doesn't look like. That's a little worrisome. I'm not sure who else would have. We're just going to select those other ones. Listening to the lungs and the heartbeat. Make sure, you know, nothing's getting down into the lungs or anything like that. That they're breathing fine. Even though we know that they have painful lymph nodes, which are in the neck. At least that's the way I'm assuming with that. Last I checked, I think that's where mine are. Just want to make sure that there's nothing else. Same with the nasal cavity. Just make sure there's nothing else that's hiding. Because we already... Okay, so we did get the nasal congestion, so there's 2 more? Oh, we're doing the nasal cavity inspection. See if that pulls up anything else. I guess the other thing would be the sampling. I mean, if we get both of these knocked out and we don't have anything else, that's going to be the last thing that we do. Make sure that we figure out every symptom that they have, so we can get them back on the full road to recovery. Cough suppressants for the dry cough. Yeah, and we're just gonna have to, we'll do that. I mean, I'm never a big fan of needles, but at the same time, just taking a quick, yeah, just a quick blood sample, just to be on the safe side. Ooh. Maybe it was her. Deep wound on the leg, so yeah, I think she was the one that bled. Okay. We don't have... Well, let's get her taken care of before we figure out anything else. Get that to stop bleeding. Good thing my janitor staff is on top of it today. Though they did leave that one spot there for a bit. So yeah, usually first thing in the morning when I'm getting to the end of my shift, this doctor here is usually on time. Mr. Joseph King, Dr. Joseph King, that is. It's usually on top of it with getting here on time. Me on the other end, not always. Yeah, that's definitely something that we got to take care of. But yeah, so I do control 2 different doctors. Obviously myself and Mr. King there, like I mentioned. Oh, that's right. She was hospitalized for a foot contusion, apparently. I don't know why she was hospitalized for that, but okay. I don't think I was the one that hospitalized her unless I accidentally hit something. There she is. So she's on her way. No, she's going to get the testing done, and I am going home. And that is the start to day number 100, guys. And with my character going home, I think we're going to call the video there. So as always, if you happen to like what you see, if you catch yourself watching more than one of my videos, please do us both a favor and hit that subscribe button, if I can get it out right. And ring that bell. That bell that you be notified of every single video I post, and not just select you here and there. If you're already subscribed, guys, I thank you and I greatly appreciate it. If you're not subscribed, I think I'm going to make you one of these janitorial staff personnel, so you can clean up all the blood that's left everywhere. I'm going to continue working with Miss Wright here, get her all patched up and ready to go, and figure out what else is going on with her. But with you guys, we'll catch you in the next episode, so take care. Peace.